All right, Kirk, so here's the deal. I come into the Valley Drive-In today. We're open 4 weeks from today, and it's minus 12 wind chill factor. Did you order that? What the heck happened?
Well, it's one of those things, Mike. When we say we're coming down to do a live shot or a shot here at the drive-in theater, you never know what you're going to get. But yeah, it's cold here today.
Now, I know you can't tell us yet, because you're not sure yet of the movies. We did a poll on AVR a day or two ago and asking what movie you wanted. And by far, something tells me that this new Avengers movie is going to be big. 96%, I think, of the people were looking forward to maybe that one being on the opening weekend.
Yeah, that's the one that's on the top of our list, of course. We've got and probably the great news, not just of our opening weekend, but of the summer, is the number of great movies that are coming. And there was a whole bunch of the ones that we gave the list of. They'll all be here, including Avengers. But yeah, no, everybody loves Avengers, and I think start our weekend off or our season off with a great action movie like that would be awesome.
So here we are. We're a month away from the opening of the drive-in. About 3 weeks from now, probably, you're going to have the students in and start their training probably. So what do they have to go through in the kitchen area here?
Sure. Well, the coolest thing about the drive-in for a lot of these kids is we hire them young, 15, 16 is where we start. For most of them, this is their first real paying job. Some of them pick berries or, babysit for family members, but this is really the first job where they actually face the public, deal with cash, deal with, having to cook food. In the 18 years I've been doing this, you get kids walking here, they're starstruck. Like, they're literally like, gracious, and I got to really deal with that cash register, and I got to deal with, making a slushie and whatnot. So there's a lot of training on the upfront, obviously, but the great thing is, the people that come and all of you that come to join us on those first opening weekends, that, and we've really had a lot of people that say to the young people, hey, just take your time. We know you're learning where things are and how things work, and I don't think there's been ever a kid that's ever worked here at the drive-in that hasn't had two things. Tell us it's the best place they've ever worked ever, and number two, they will show you the burn that they got on their first night here from that popcorn machine. So it's one of those things. That's a mark of being working at the drive-in. You got to burn.
Well, for the last, I think this will be about the sixth year, I think, here for the opening day. And for the last 5 years, I've done this to the newbies. And here's where you can tell who's been here last year and who's new, because I come in, and what's the first thing I ask for?
You ask for frings.
I ask for frings. And 9 of them back here have no idea what you're talking about. There's one guy that was here last year that knows exactly what frings is and knows how to ring it in.
And the first thing that the young people do when Mike walks in is they look up on the board and they say, frings. Sorry, sir, we don't have frings. And Mike informs that, yes, we do have frings.
But you know what? It's this guy right here. He's the one who got me onto the frings. So it's your fault.
Yeah, it is. Frings actually came from our bingo crowd. Our bingo crowd is a little older than the average drive-in crowd, as you can imagine. And so some of the ladies would come in and they would want a little bit of both, a little bit of onion rings, a few fries, but not a whole order of each. So it actually came from our bingo crowd.
All right, now, big question. Will poutine be back again this year?
Oh my gracious, poutine's back. Look, we got our poutine stuff all set up right here. We'll have nachos back. We've got slush back, of course, French fries, onion rings. Everything is back. Do we have anything new? I don't know that we have anything new. What we may have new this year, and don't quote me on this yet because we're doing this before we've made a decision. The guys will hate me for this one, is I believe our trays are going to change. So our onion ring and French fry trays, as you all know, we've used the little paper ones for years and years and years. I think we're actually going to go use a covered one. So for anybody that is trying to balance 2 or 3 orders of fries, getting back to their car, I think we're actually going to have covers this year. So we're excited about that. Cool.
All right, so we've got the drive-ins covered. As far as the movie end of it, now we do have some other exciting things happening too. Of course, the Valley Drive-In opens up. That also means that 2 other big events start happening very soon after that.
Exactly. And we already mentioned about our bingo. We've been actually doing bingo here at the drive-in longer than we've been running the drive-in theater. We've done bingo here, a drive-in bingo, since 1980. So we've been here a little while. It's the first project we ever did as a club on a large scale. So yeah, that'll start on, I believe it's the 8th. It's a Tuesday after our opening weekend. If you haven't seen how drive-in bingo works, go to our website. valleydrivein.com, and you can check out the games that we play, how much it costs. And essentially all you do is drive in the parking lot, and we're standing out in the driveway selling your cards as you come in. You sit, and then when you win bingo, once you play bingo over your radio, you hit your horn, and that's how we know you've won, is by tooting your horn, and then we come to your car and give you some free money for playing bingo.
All right, and then I believe June comes along, and then Sundays in June. If you're into flea markets, and if you're somebody who sells as a flea market, it doesn't get any cheaper than this.
No, it is. It's great. Our flea markets start, like you said, that first weekend in June. Don't know the date right off the top of my head. But the entire lot is available. It costs absolutely nothing to come and set up, so that's a big deal. Bring your own tables so you can take as much space as you want out in the parking lot. Set up all your stuff. If you are coming just to say, hey, I want to look around, it's $1 admission to get in for you. But again, if you're coming to set up your stuff, it doesn't cost you a cent. We don't charge a table charge. It is, of course, if it's raining, we don't open for that day. But the canteen is open on those days as well, and it is it's a growing thing every year. We get 30 to 40 vendors a day coming in and setting up, so it's a great place to sell some stuff.
And speaking of, we'll talk about the canteen again. For those of you that don't know, the way a theater, whether it's a drive-in theater or any theater goes, if you go to a regular theater, there is practically $0 that you make on a movie. The money that you pay to come in to see the movie, that goes to the movie companies, whether it's Warner or Disney, whoever. That's how it works. So this right here, this is how the Lions make money, which go back into the community. So that's why it's really, really important that we really don't want people bringing their own food in.
Exactly, and it is a policy of drive-in theaters in general. Obviously, we're a volunteer group, and we don't we do it on the honor system. One of the things that you'll see when you look at our pricing has been we are very diligent in making sure that our prices are not only fair, but that they're affordable. And so that's probably the biggest argument we have as an organization every year when we look at our costs and what we have to do with pricing. We did have a price increase last year, as you remember, first time in over 10 years. And our canteen prices I don't think are changing this year again for I think in 2 years or 3 years since we had a price change there. So we do our best to try to hold that, to make it affordable. We do want you to come on in. We know it is busy sometimes in here, but we certainly do appreciate you guys, and we know that the support is there for our young people here in the canteen. So we do appreciate that.
Well, thanks, Kirk. We've got 30 days, a month to go. May the 4th.
4th,
May
5th,
the
and
4th
6th.
is the first movie.
Yep.
And I'm crossing my fingers it's going to be the Avengers, but I don't know.
Stay tuned to our website. We will make the announcement as soon as it's confirmed exactly what that movie will be. And what I'm going to do today is I actually have some carload passes, free carload passes here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Mike a bunch of those to take back to the radio station with him. And as we share this thing around, we're going to do some draws for some free carload passes. And we want to see a big crowd here on opening weekend and all throughout the summer. Stay tuned to our website. Sign up for our newsletter. We're going to send out weekly newsletters of what's coming and what's happening at the drive-in. And listen, we want to hear your comments, questions, suggestions. We love hearing from everybody out there that is a great stargazer.
All right, and we'll keep you updated. Before the theater opens up, we'll do this again. Just kind of let you know. By then, we'll know what the first movies are going to be.
By then, we'll know exactly what's happening.
Perfect.
Great. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.